today's session has a Tabata format to it. We will have 4 lots of 6-minute training blocks, and really looking forward to taking you through those training blocks. But of course, as a wise man once said to me, there's always such a thing as UT2, and you're more than welcome to follow along our four lots of 6-minute blocks, and keeping it at your own steady state pace. Entirely up to you. It's your workout, your time. But if you do want to push, I'm going to be working with watts today. Friday week, we'll be going into a watt test or functional power threshold test on Friday week. Hopefully you'll be able to make that, as then we then go into December on Fridays with some steady state pieces, but across different stroke rates. So we're just making it to the top of the hour now. And I'd like to formally welcome everybody along to this Zoom Ergos session. So before we get started, in our warm-up today, our feet will be out of our toe straps, and just check out where your dampener is. I'm going to remember where mine is, and then I'm going to push it all the way down to 1. I would ask you to do exactly the same. With that down on 1, that will be where we'll set it for our warm-up. But do remember, and somebody remind me if I forget, to put it back to where it was for the 4 lots of 6-minute training blocks. So it's time to set up your monitor. If you'd like to join me in setting it up, please press menu, select workout, new workout, intervals variable, and our first interval will be time. Press time. It will be 10 minutes with 3 minutes rest. Input 10 minutes, use the cursor to go across and down the screen, and then input 3 minutes for your rest time. And that's where we'll stretch, change the dampener, and get our feet back in the toe straps. Please press tick. Now, the first of your training blocks is also time, so please press time. It will be just 6 minutes with 1 minute 30 rest. Input 6 minutes with 1 minute 30 rest. When you've done that, please press tick. Your next training block is also time. Please press time. 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 comes up. Please press tick. Your next training block is also time. Please press time. 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 comes up. Please press tick again. That's 3 of your 6-minute training blocks. Your next interval or training block will be time. Press time. 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 comes up. Please press tick. Then your final interval is also time. Please press time. 6 minutes with no rest. 6 minutes and no rest. Please press tick. And then you can press no more intervals. If you're just joining us and you missed out on setting up the monitor, do not worry. I'll go through it again during our stretches. If you haven't met me before, my name's Darryl. I'm one of the session leaders that's been leading our Zoom Ergos sessions for over a year just now. So, full crew. We'll be heading out from front stops with our dampener down on 1 at stroke rate 16 with our feet out of our toe straps. Body rock's going to be really important. So full crew with me in 3, 2, 1, row. Stroke rate 16 only, please. I'd like to keep the shape of the back end and the front end, please. That little tap what would be a tap down of the hands, the back end. The hands will keep on moving. I'm holding stroke rate 16 for the first minute. I will up the rate by 1 each minute for the first 5 minutes, and then up the rate by 1 every 30 seconds for the final 5 minutes of our warm-up piece. My core is engaged. I keep my body rocked. My arms are long. And my toes are extending away. Otherwise known as plantar flexion. That's the science bit for today. Up 1 off the front end to 17, please. And keep moving away. So my hands are soft, over the front of the handles. My thumbs are up. I'm holding stroke rate 17. And I'm drawing my hands into the base of my chest. Stay long. By pointing my toes away, I avoid using my hip flexors as either a brake or to initiate coming forward on the slide. Holding that stroke rate 17, a little longer. Consistency of hand heights. Next stroke, up 1, go. Stroke rate 18, please. My shoulders stay down. Lengthen the arms. And I hold my rate at 18, please. My heart rate has just started to climb a little as I build this sequencing of my stroke. Stroke rate 18 remains in place. Relax through the shoulders, the core is activated. And I have a positive body rock over. Next stroke, up 1, stroke rate 19. Keep a lid on the rate of 19, please. Stroke rate 20 will come around soon enough. Shoulders remain back and down. Core remains activated. With a positive body rock at stroke rate 19. And look to avoid over compressing at the front end. Keeping a connection with the foot plates. Next stroke, full through up the front end, up 1. Stroke rate 20, please. Breathing pattern will start to change slightly now that we're deeper into our warm-up at stroke rate 20. Keep a lid on the rates. So we're keeping it technical throughout our warm-up today. Holding the rate at 20. So we're getting to the end of the first 5 minutes of our warm-up piece. About to enter into the second 5 minutes. We will up 1 every 30 seconds. Go. Stroke rate 21, please. I keep my body rock in place, my core engaged. I hold my rate down at 21. Starting to feel warmer. Next stroke, up 1 to 22, go. We have consistency of hand heights, drawing the hands into the base of the chest. I like to keep my shape at the back end and the front end. To replicate what I like to do on the water, what I like to coach into my juniors. Up 1, go. Keeping that consistent. Stroke rate 23. Up once, 24. Sharper with the knees, driving them down. Find that extra stroke. Holding it at 24, crew. Support your stroke, man. Up once, 25. Lengthen the arms. Toes pointing away. Up one, go. 26. Heart rate starting to climb once again. Starting to feel a whole lot warmer. Next stroke, up one to 27. Go. Keeping my shape with both hands. That little lift of the arms to the front end without shrugging the shoulders. Next stroke, up 1 to 28, go. Keep your core engaged throughout the entire stroke. Pull through, next stroke, up 1 to 29, go. Keeping my shape, keeping my hand height, shoulders stay down. Up one, stroke rate 30, go. Sharp with the knees down, quick with the hands away. Easy up. Nice work, crew. Let's just push that dampener back to where it was. Good work. I'm going to ask you if you'd like to take a drink. Take a drink now. Sit up tall. Then exhale, forward flexion. Find the toes, but keep the extension through the upper body. It might be easier to bend in the knees, fingertips under toes, and then press the knees down flat. Always a tough one with junior athletes and masters athletes looking to gain more flexibility. You'll feel the body relax, release, soft connective tissues releasing, the fascia releases. Easy there, sit it tall, core is in, right foot on the floor. Gently rotate around, looking back over the right shoulder as we mobilize our spine. I'm coming back to center. I swap the feet around, right leg flat, left leg on the floor, left foot on the floor. Looking over your left shoulder now, please. I know, confusing. The Australian that just said, please. Who knew? We come back to center. Both feet are on the floor, hands on thighs, core is in. We roll up and we rebuild our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time. All right, if you need to set up your monitor, now is the time to do it. If you've already done it, we'll continue to stretch with a quad stretch, please, pushing the foot down into the hand. Setting up your monitor, select menu, select workouts, new workouts, intervals, other leg, please, variable intervals. Interval one will be time, 6 minutes and 30 seconds, 6 minutes with 1 minute 30 seconds rest. So work period of 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 rest. We're going to go into a standing quad stretch, everybody else, glute stretch. Press tick. Then I need you to press time again on the monitor if you're setting up. Everyone else change legs. 6 and 1:30 comes up, press tick. Press time again. 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 comes up again, press tick. Press time again, 6 minutes, 1 minute 30 comes up, press tick. Press time again, 6 minutes, 1 minute 30, but we don't need it. Press tick and press no more intervals. I'm coming down to the floor for a hip flexor stretch. And that should be you set up on your monitor. We're almost set up with our stretches, our mobility work to get us ready for the training blocks that are about to follow. Training block one will all be at stroke rate 20. There'll be no variation of that stroke rate. We're coming back to the seat, please. We are about to get ready. Feet are in. Front stops. It will be stroke rate 20. Rowing in for 1 minute. UT2, 3, 2, 1, go. Stroke rate 20. Now I'm going to choose to row with my average watts. The stroke rate 20 that we did in a functional power threshold test some 6-7 weeks ago. You can choose to do the same. I'm going to use that as my baseline throughout the entire program today. If you didn't join us for that session, no problem. You might like to roll at a medium pressure at stroke rate 20 for all of your recovery work. We will be going into our TABATA training. 20 seconds firm, 10 seconds light. Next stroke, go. Keep the rate at 20. Doesn't change. With firm pressure. Medium to light pressure, 10 seconds, active recovery. Did everybody put their dampener back up? Firm pressure, go. Just checking. Stroke rate 20 in place. Lengthen the arms. Light to medium. 10 seconds active recovery. We have 8 TABATA sets. 4 minutes in total. Firm pressure, go. Keep it on your rate. Medium pressure. Of course, you can row the entire block at medium pressure. UT2, make it your friend. Firm pressure, go. That choice is yours. Let's all hold stroke rate 20. Medium to light pressure, 4 sets of 8 are done. Firm pressure, go. On the legs. Stay low. Shoulders stay down. Medium to light. Hold your rate. Next stroke, firm, go. Stroke rate 20 in place. Light to medium. Active recovery is your choice. Burn pressure, go. Keeping it at our rate of 20. Lengthen the arms. Consistency of hand heights. Light to medium. Next stroke, firm pressure, go. Driving up the foot plate. Hanging up the handle. Making our flywheel sing. Light to medium. Stroke rate 20. 8 Tabata sets done. Growing out at stroke rate 20. I'm going to choose to keep my power switched on. My average stroke rate 20 watts. So I'm working with watts today. You might be on your UT2 split at 20. Choice is yours. Well done, crew. Go right through it. Easy all. You have 1 minute 30 to recover. I need to make a disclaimer just now. I may have an Australian accent. I didn't earn this all-in-one. I paid for it. So just keep that in mind. So hopefully everyone's doing okay. That structure will remain in place for our next set of training blocks. We have 3 more of those particular training blocks. If you'd like to continue to paddle on lightly, if you would like to have a stretch, if you need to have a drink, any of those things, it's your 1 minute 30. You need to set the monitor up again, popping in 6 minutes. Please be my guest. So in this set, training block 2, we will still row in at stroke rate 20, but our firm pieces will be at stroke rate 22. Our light now recovery will also be at stroke rate 20. Keep that in mind. As I said, I'm looking to hold my base level of functional power threshold watts or stroke rate 20 watts that I measured some weeks ago, that we will measure again on Friday week. So, full crew, from front stops, core engaged, sitting tall, arms along, 3, 2, 1, row, stroke rate 20, training block 2 of 4 in our Tabata training session. Legs feeling fresh again, the heart rate has dropped nicely. Keep the core engaged. Throughout your entire stroke. As we row into our 8 Tabata sets over 4 minutes. Full crew, eyes are on the earth. Next stroke, up to firm pressure, go. 20 seconds firm. Stroke rate 22. Consistency of hand heights. Shoulders down. Light pressure. 10 seconds to recover. Active recovery. Next stroke, firm pressure, go. Stroke rate 22. Light. Active recovery, you can drop 2. Keep the core engaged. Only the power switches off. As we up 2, firm, go. Stroke rate 22. Firm pressure. Light to medium, I drop 2. On the slide, I drop them. Firm pressure, go. Up 2, driving the knees down more quickly. Firm and stroke rate 22. Light to medium, drop 2. On the slide. Up 2, go. This is set 5 of 8. Training block 2 of 4. Stroke rate 22 firm. Shoulders down. Light to medium. I drop 2. Next stroke, up 2 firm, go. Stroke rate 22 firm. Drop 2. 6 of 8 are done. Firm pressure, up 2, go. Stroke rate 22 only. Keep a lid on your rate. Light. Drop 2. Next stroke, firm pressure, drive. Up your foot plate. Stroke rate 22. Drop 2. Stroke rate 20. Throwing it out. Your choice of light or medium. My choice is stroke rate 20. Keep everything in place technically. Keeping my shape. Front end and back end. Keeping a lid on my rate. Up 20. shoulders are square, head in neutral, nothing switches off, easy off until now. Good job, crew. 2 training blocks are done, 2 training blocks remain. Our next 2 training blocks, same format. Our firm will be stroke rate 24. Our light, most likely 22 rather than 20, as we only have those 10 seconds for active recovery. I'd like to stand up, have a stretch. I have a little mosey around my screen. That's it. Luke's taking benefit of the timeout with a stretch. Tina's having a stretch. Zeb's there, Mark's there. Mark's going to keep on just lightly padding on, flushing those legs out. All right, so 2 training blocks done, 2 training blocks remain. Looking forward to our stroke rate 24 firm. Keeping all of our technical aspects in place, shoulders down, arms long, core engaged throughout the entire stroke, not just the front end. Okay, full crew. Feet are in. We have about 12 seconds. I'm going to ask you to come forward. We'll be rowing in at stroke rate 20 from front stops. 3, 2, 1, row. Keep it long. At stroke rate 20. Heart rate is dropped, ready for training block 3. Check in with your technique. Checking in with your shoulders. Keep them down. Checking with the hand heights. Full crew. Getting ready. Next stroke. Firm pressure, stroke rate 24, go. "20 seconds firm. Stroke rate 24. Light to medium. 10 seconds active recovery. Go. Stroke rate 24 firm. Light to medium. 2 of 8 done. Next stroke, firm pressure up, 2, go. Stroke rate 24. On the legs. Light to medium, drop 2. Next stroke, firm pressure up, 2, go. Stroke rate 24. Put a lid on the rate. Lights drop 2. 4 of 8 sets done. Training block 3 of 4. Core remains engaged. Up 2, firm, go. Nice work, crew. Drop 2. Next stroke up to firm, go. Keeping it on the rate at 24. Arms long, shoulders down. Keep them square. Head stays in neutral. Leg drop 2. Firm, up 2, go. Set 7 of 8. Training block 3 of 4. Drop 2. Up 2, pull on. Stroke rate 24. Drop 2. Stroke rate 20. Find it on the slide. Tall and technical. Core stays engaged. Length of arms in place. Keeping a lid on our stroke rate 20. Easy or. Good job, everyone. 3 or 4 sets done. Having a little look around our screen again. You doing okay there, folks? Just give me a thumbs up. So everyone's well, managing their pieces. Are you working towards your challenge that you set yourself? Ben's on it, Matt's on it. Nige, you staying with Yoda's wise words? How's Ingrid doing? She's all good. All right, Sam, we've got Paul and Emily. I didn't see you earlier. And we have got 35 seconds or so before training block 4. So in training block 4, we'll row in at stroke rate 20. We'll build up in those last 10 seconds because we'd like our first firm at the top of that minute to be stroke rate 26. You'll probably drop down to 24, 23, and you'll lighten those 10 seconds. But for now, feet back in. Let's refocus. We flush the legs out on that row out. Heart rate is lowered. Hopefully well below 100 beats a minute. 3, 2, 1. Rowing on. Reconnect with the core. Stroke rate 20 in place. We're in training block 4 of 4. Stroke rate 20 remains in place. Sitting it up tall, drawing the hands into the base of the chest. Consistent hand heights. Now firm pieces will be at stroke rate 26. Starting to row into it, please. Taking the rate up. Next stroke, bone pressure, go. Stroke rate 26. Light to medium, drop 2. Next stroke, bone pressure up 2, go. Stroke rate 26. Set 2 of 8. Training block 4 of 4. Drop 2. Next stroke, bone pressure, drive. Stroke rate 26. Stay long. Keep it on the legs. Shoulders stay down. Drop 2. Light to medium. Bone pressure up 2. Go. Lid on that rate. At 26. Drop 2. Light to medium. Next stroke up 2. Go. Drop 2. 5 of 8 done. Keep your core engaged. Up 2, go. Stroke rate 26. Drop 2. 6 of 8 done. 4 engaged. Next stroke, up 2, bum. Light drop 2. Next stroke, firm, up 2, go. Drop 2. Stroke rate 20. Go. Bring it out. Stroke rate 20. Hold the rate. Ten strokes. easy or good work, everybody. How's everyone feeling? Feel like you've worked hard enough, you hit your goals? Well done. So we have a minute or so. Let's have a little quick stretch. Sit up tall, reaching forward, hamstring stretch. Take a drink at the same time. I'm keeping that extension through my upper body, please. Keep it through yours as well. We wouldn't want you to collapse through your spine on the erg or on the water. So we don't do it when we stretch either. Sitting it up tall, right foot on the floor, rotate around, remobilize your spine, please. Shoulders stay square. Looking back over your shoulder if that's available to you. We then come back to center. We swap it around. Right foot on top, left foot on the floor, zip up tall, rotate around. Looking back over your left shoulder. And then coming back to center. Feet in, please. We are rowing on for 3 minutes at stroke rate 20. In 3, 2, 1, go. Stroke rate 20, light pressure. Flushing the legs out. Keeping my length in the arms. Shoulders stay down, please. Keep everything switched on. Core stays switched on. Shoulders stay square. I'm keeping my shape at the back and the front end. Wrists are flat. I'm rowing on at stroke rate 20. Light pressure. We're now into our cool down. So 3 minutes here before we then start to deconstruct our stroke. Consistency of hand heights. All these really lovely good strokes into your positive muscle memory bank. Rowing is a sport of repetition. Many good strokes in a row as possible. Keep my shoulders square. My head is in neutral. And I'm holding stroke rate 20. Keeping it steady state. I like to think of this as my road back up to the boathouse. We're being out on the river to race. I want my crew to look like winners. We're being out in a training session. I want people to think we smashed it. We sit tall. We keep it technical. Keep it tidy. Shoulders square. And we keep our timing. Stroke rate 20 remains. 30 seconds longer. We are now into our stroke deconstruction. Hopefully you're feeling good right now. Enjoyed your session. Full croak, next stroke, 3/4 slide, Keep all my sequencing in place. Put 3/4 slide. Lift of the arms at the front end before I drive away. Up, slide, go. Once again, keep all the sequencing in place. Keep your focus. Keep your hand heights nice and consistent. Pull through, next stroke, quarter slide, go. Heart rate's coming down. Intensity is lowering, but we're keeping it technical. Keep sitting it tall. Core remains engaged. Next stroke, arms and bodies only, go. Letting the hamstrings lengthen, lower back lengthens. Stay consistent with my hand heights as we continue on this journey to deconstruct the stroke during our cool down. Full throat, arms only, go. So on that last leg, back to the boathouse, hold through sitting up tall, shoulders remain square, hand height consistent, all the way along the boat, through every stroke. Eyes stay in the boat. Last stroke, easy off. Well done, crew. Time for a final stretch. Feet are out of the toe straps, sitting them on top. Reaching up, growing out of the hips, forward flexion. You can never get enough hamstring stretches in. Really important. Keep that length. Keep that extension through the upper body. Hamstrings starting to relax and release. The fascia that surrounds the muscle fiber, give it the opportunity to relax and release as well. It'll take away any niggles you may have. Sitting it up, and feet on the floor, hands are on thighs, core is in. Drive the heels down, hips up, roll up. Slowly rebuild your spine for your Pilates moments. The head will come up last, just stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. There's no rush. You roll the shoulders back and down. Then we step just to the side of our erg, please. You're going to take one arm out for balance. Foot is up behind. Pushing my foot down into my hand for a quad stretch. Now I'm just going through a number of simple, straightforward stretches. Of course, you can always join Lucy Hart for a live session of stretches. Other side, please. Or there is a link that you could use. Feeling a little tight in the hamstrings, a little tight in the glutes and the lower back. Check in with Lucy Hart's session. Well done, crew. I'm now going to cross one leg over, sitting down into it. Into a standing glute stretch. My core is in, my head is up, focusing on a point in front of me for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to go to the other side now, please. Place that foot across, sitting back down into it. Core remains drawn in. Easy there. We're going to drop down to the floor. One of my favorite stretches, a hip flexor stretch. Gently pressing forward through the hips. Shoulder square, core is in. And the other side, please. Gently pressing forward through the hips. Ah, nice stretch. Just lengthening into it. You'll feel it just start to relax and release. Easy there. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me at zoomergos.com today. I really enjoyed leading this session for you. Hopefully I'll see you again on another live session, if not on a recorded session. Whatever you choose to do this afternoon, enjoy it. And please, with my permission, go and gloat in your own glory after finishing your session.